It must be really cold in the desert right now because I'm getting rid of the Nikons and switching to Canon. Hey, you know what today is? April Fools. I love my Nikons. I'll never switch. Greg Cazillo, Cazillo.com. Welcome to another Keep Shooting Monday. I have a really good show coming up for you today. I have our Blue Sky assignment winners. I have a new assignment. And do me a favor, if you could start using the Amazon box or this link on the website. Anytime you purchase anything from Amazon.com, they send me a couple pennies for every purchase, and it helps to fund the site and keep these videos coming your way. In the news, the Mars rover is taking photos again, and I want you to head over to this link. Check out the slideshow of photos. You actually scroll down the page and then click the slideshow link, and then click over to photo number 10 and enjoy a lot of really cool photos. Some of the stuff that this thing is taking are absolutely breathtaking photos, and we can create these kinds of images here on Earth, but the photos that are taking outside of this world are just as amazing. So head over there and check that out. Speaking of breathtaking images, 121 Clicks also posted a really cool gallery of photos of, wait a minute, I hope I can say this right, Henri Cartier-Bresson. I hope I did that right. Somebody tell me if I took that right. Somebody took like Spanish class, or maybe a real Spanish speaking person. Tell me if I pronounced that right. Anyway, posted a bunch of photos. He is actually a French photo, well, used to be, he has since passed. Posted a really cool gallery of photos. He is a French photojournalistic photographer. Some of the stuff that he has is just really, really cool that he shot over the years. And I especially like this particular image because it just speaks of a much simpler time. And I just think it's really, really cool. One other thing is I also did a Google image search, which you can find by checking out this link, of more of his photos, give you some inspiration for your street or photojournalistic photography. A couple other things that I thought I would mention. Photo Shelter posted their Photographer's Guide to Copyright video, which includes a lot of information on what copyright really is, how to protect yourself, and what basically how to like register, do all that good stuff, social media, all that. So head over to this link and download that if you ever have any questions about it or if you're worried about it, how to protect yourself. This is a really good guide. You really need to take a read. As anyone that's even slightly serious about their photography, you need to protect your copyright. So do yourself a favor and grab this PDF. Petapixel posted this article about Monoprice selling the same LCD panels as what Apple ships for less than half of the price. And so that's a really good deal as long as you don't mind the differences. The main difference is going to be the form and function. I shouldn't say function, just the form, I guess, is some of the extra things that are built into the Apple monitors and the way it looks, stuff like that. If you don't mind it and you want to pay less than half the price, these are some excellent monitors. By the way, if you don't know the difference in the different monitors, you can check out this video from Tech Quickie. They give you the difference between IPS, TN, VA, PLS LCD panels. There's a lot more to it than just what the names are, but it's only a 2.5-minute video. That's why they call it Tech Quickie. And so I thought it was a really informative video and help you make a decision on the right one to buy. I have a question, maybe something simple to do. I want to try and make a pure white background. How would I go about this? This is actually a lot simpler than you might think. The main thing is getting the light ratio between the background light and the foreground light up to about 1.5, maybe 2 stops of difference. It will depend on the rest of your setting, the way your lights are set up, and if your main light is hitting the background. Now, I made a video on this explaining a little bit more. I thought I would go in a little bit more depth than just my normal keep shooting question. head over to this video, which I actually posted this past Thursday. By the way, this also leads me to our new assignment. The new assignment is due by April 12th at 5 p.m. and it is high key. It does not have to be any kind of a studio shot. It can be anything, as long as the background is brighter than the foreground. Kind of the opposite of what we did with the blue sky, you know. So actually, that's kind of a hint that maybe you can try out. Maybe use the sky as your high key. That might be pretty cool. So yeah, get it high key. Check out this photo, which I actually did a couple years ago during a wedding, which is 100% high key and a good example of it. So yeah, get them in by April 12th, post it to the forum, and make sure you read all of the rules over on the forum before you post your photo. And by the way, they have to be taken in between now and April 12th. They cannot have been taken in the past. I just received a Canon 1D Mark II for free, but it needs a new shutter and a sensor cleaning. I'm waiting a few quotes from different repair sites. My question to you, is it worth to invest in an older model camera? It's a good thing you got that for free, because I would have said do not buy it at all. In my opinion, a 1D Mark II is getting pretty old, and I think, I mean, if it's good for a backup camera, it's good for a beat-up camera. If you're only going to put, say, $200 or $300 into it, it's probably worth it. Maybe you can just fix it and flip it. That might be an option for you. Maybe you can make 50 or 100 bucks on it when you sell it. Especially since you're going to have paperwork that says you just got it back from Canon and it's in, you know, good working order and they did this and this and this to it. But if it's going to be your only camera and you have a limited selection of glass, that it's mostly variable aperture lenses, then I'd probably say no, because it's not going to have the greatest low light. It's not going to have the greatest focusing. So I would suggest that you go with a little bit lower end camera, maybe one of the 7Ds or something like that, or I forget what the other Canons are right now. I really need to read up on my Canon knowledge so I know what the different bodies are. But, you know, get a $1,500 Canon, somewhere in that range. Probably going to do much better, or even a used 5D Mark II is going to perform better than that 1D Mark II. So I think you're better off going that route. So try it out. It's worth getting the quotes. I would definitely get a quote from Canon also. I'd much rather see you send it to Canon rather than anywhere else. What do I look for when purchasing a versatile but inexpensive flash from my crop sensor Nikon? Can you make any suggestions to an enthusiast? I suggest to all first-time strobe buyers to buy the manufacturer's strobe, a Nikon, a Canon, a Sony, whoever it is. Those are the ones that you want to buy for your first strobe. You need the flexibility. You need it to work 100%. The TTL modes, all the bells and whistles, you need them to work 100% when you're first learning your flash. That's why I strongly suggest buying a Nikon to go with a Nikon, a Canon to go with a Canon. Now, if you have a limited budget, then look for, say, an SB600 used. Maybe they're about $150. Probably pick up an SB800 for somewhere around $225, $250, a 900 maybe in the low threes. And if you want to pick up something new, the 910s and SB700s are the latest two strobes, although you can still buy SB900s new also. Check those out. Strongly suggest sticking with the actual Nikon / Canon / whoever first party manufacturer strobes for your first one. Is shooting dead center preference for you? I'm new to photography and of course got hammered with the rule of thirds, ... None of the rules of composition are what I would consider to be a preference. They are rules that you apply when they need to be applied, and a lot of that is just an intuitive sense that you just need with time and just need to work on it and understand it and keep trying and keep shooting new and creating new images. But you need to understand them and be able to apply them whenever that time comes and be able to practice them. But not all images are going to fit for a rule of thirds. So no, definitely not a preference. Definitely not shooting dead center as a preference. My preference is creating whatever the best image is at the time. And if that means cutting everything off and breaking every single rule of composition to create an awesome photograph, then I'm going to do it. But you just need to know the rules and then know when and how to break them, and just kind of have your own sense of what kind of photo that you want to create and how you like to create your photos in your own style. and then utilize those composition rules to your advantage and move on from there. Last segment for today, I have our blue sky photo assignment winners. I actually chose 4, and I'm surprised the first 2 I chose were panoramic images, crop panoramic. So it's good use of cropping. I think it actually helped, especially in this first one here from Mihai. I hope I'm saying that right. Anyway, love the photo, love the panoramic, love the shadows. The shadowing, I think, really makes it, and the silhouette of the foreground. So really great photo, love it, works. Get a nice blue sky in there, and like I said, the silhouette I think really works. Next one is this one from Gabe. I love the positioning of the people in the bottom right hand corner. You don't need to have them completely in the shot. Again, really great cropping for the panoramic. Get that really nice kind of beach feel, and really works as a siren goes by. Not sure if you can hear that. Oh, maybe not. Go on now. Okay, next one. Love this photo because there's a nice shadow in it, the nice green grass, or at least it's semi-green. Green enough anyway. Looks pretty green. Maybe he adjusted it. But I like it because it kind of breaks the rules a little bit as far as getting a blue sky is concerned. But it also illustrates the point of, hey, point your lens in a different direction away from the sun. But at the sun, it's very white. Over in the left-hand side, it's starting to get dark blue. So excellent photo. Love the composition. Works really well, and good example. Last one from Connor. This is my absolute favorite. Love this photo. He took it at Monterey Bay, which I think is in California, I think. I think I'm probably wrong on that. I need to Google it. Anyway, awesome photo. Foreground, middle ground, background. I got a nice blue sky. Got a cool subject. You got the bay. You got the boats. You got the rocks. You got the time of day with a little bit of light on the rocks. And you could tell it was kind of, warm tone, end of the day kind of light. Awesome photograph. This is the kind of thing that we should all be striving for, to really try and get some awesome photos we really want to hang on your wall. And Connor, I hope this photo is hanging on your wall because it's awesome. I know I would hang it on mine. So questions, comments, concerns, make sure you get your photos in for the high key assignment posted over to the forum. They're due in a couple Fridays by 5 p.m. Make sure you read all the rules. Greg Cazillo, Cazillo.com. Thanks, guys. Keep shooting.